Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well, doing whatever you're doing, quarantined or working or whatever. I want to touch on a few things I've been thinking about all week since this really started happening. What level of preparedness that we're at. And by that, I don't mean just us, I mean everybody in general. I've been to the store just kind of to see it for myself and was amazed really at what's going on. But we're going to throw together a few little just short videos of simple, what we'll call practical prepping, I guess. And I hate the word prep, but that's what we're going to use. And I think basically I'm going to touch on just your 4 super basics: fire, water, shelter, food, with assuming that you have shelter and food covered. Let's talk a little bit about water today. And I think we'll get into fire, which fire is going to be quick and easy. But you know, not everybody has to be this bushcraft outdoor superhero. There's just a few tiny little things you can do that will help you and your family when stuff gets a little weird, like we've seen it happen this week. So hang out with us and we'll see if we can't give you some good practical tips. All right, so as far as the basics, let's start out with water, because you go by the rules of threes. You know, it's 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. And with the exception of the oxygen and a little bit on the water, there's some wiggle room there, because I have quite a bit of experience with dehydration from not drinking. This really is kind of near and dear to me. So what I usually carry, and insofar as, you know, right now, what I've seen, there's plenty of water, plenty of bottled water, definitely no problem with any municipalities. But this is just something good to keep with you no matter what. And I did notice when I went to one of our big box stores the other day, I did this sheerly out of my own curiosity. I walked back to where they kept the backpacking water filters, and much to my surprise, even for around here, they were almost all gone. So people around here, I'm impressed. Good job. But let's just run over a few. I packed a LifeStraw for several years, not necessarily this one, but this is a LifeStraw water bottle. And most of your higher end water filters, they're going to be good for any kind of bacteria you're going to encounter, microplastics, chemicals. And this particular one is good for all that, and it'll do 1,000 gallons, I'm sorry. And it may be worth $1,000 someday, who knows. But it's about $35. And I did get on Amazon the other day just out of curiosity and looked at some water filters, and they're back ordered right now for 2 months. So if you guys can find these, you probably need to get your little mitts on them. Probably my favorite personal water filter is this Sawyer hydration system. This is the actual filter. It comes with this bladder bag. You can simply fill this up out of a creek, water puddle, whatever. This screws on and pop the top, and you're ready to drink. And it does actually come with a straw. This will go into a soda bottle, which is really handy. If you have an old soda bottle, you can just sink it, fill it with water, screw it on. One habit I have gotten into over the years, drinking out of places I probably shouldn't have, is if you come on a good sized puddle, I always cap my hand over whatever I'm using to get my water, and I don't get this top layer and I don't get the bottom layer. I try to go for that mid layer in the body of water that I'm filling from, or you know, at least a few inches below surface. And I do that just because, you know, there may be some surface float on there. That's where your oils and that type thing are going to be. And the bottom, if you kick up sediment, you're going to be kicking up a lot of stuff that maybe not altogether terrible for you, but you're going to have a lot cleaner water to start with if you pull from the middle of your body of water. But this is definitely my favorite because it is so multifunctional. And you know, you have the ability to carry water. You can squeeze this into a canteen and then still fill this up. And I mean, that'll go in your glove box, that'll go in your pack, that'll go in your pocket for that matter. go about anywhere. And I think these also, unfortunately, are on back order now. Here in my old haversack, the one I've carried forever, and it's probably actually about due to be changed out. This is another LifeStraw, and it's just a real simple little setup. No ability to store water, unfortunately, but you can drink right out of a puddle with it, and it basically is just that. It's a big straw that is a filter. So you just stick that dude down in the body of water, get your drink. I like to blow black through it to kind of back flush it, and that keeps, I think, bacteria and mold from growing inside here, which you definitely don't want. But I've used this one for probably a year and a half now. No troubles at all, ever, and I drink out of some pretty rank places with it. And that would definitely fit right in the bottom of a haversack, and that is why I probably carry it the most. And none of these are over, you know, 20 bucks, except for the water bottle. It's about 30. So definitely a good price for what you're getting, and a good bit of peace of mind. And let's face it, you know, we don't know what's ahead of us, and I would highly recommend we catch a lot of rainwater. A couple of rainwater barrels wouldn't hurt. Of course, you can always boil water if things are really unsure about. You can distill water, which is like 3 other videos in and of itself. But as far as keeping it simple, the LifeStraws, the Sawyers, both have had experience with them, and they're both, for the money, probably one of the best water filters you could get as far as a personal water filter and being able to drink from questionable water sources. So there you go, all you need to know about drinking ditch water, and we're afraid to ask. So see if you can't go out, find you a couple water filters, keep them close, you know, vehicle, bug out bag, whatever you want to carry, purse for that matter. And we will post a link to Amazon where you can get on there and see if maybe you can get one. When I checked the other day, possible delivery was April, June. But we will get that link up to you and make it a little easier for you to find one. And like I said, this is something I have a lot of experience with. Great filters. Can't say enough about them. Definitely not getting paid to say this, but for your just personal well-being, get you one. And remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I can't speak, but subscribe. And tell your friends about us. Till next time.
Possum up a cinnamon tree, raccoon on the ground.